Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Carly Agro, this is the day you've been looking forward to for so long.
Yes.
Because Chucks are back.
Chucks are back, yes. CPC Agro was in full effect on Sunday at the finals. It was a great day, and it was the best day for weather, actually, that they had all weekend. Really, it was.
Great.
Yeah, not bad, hey, Gerard? Like, not a great weekend in my books, but not bad either.
I'm tempted to ask what you did that made it not so great, but it was pretty fine for all those folks who made it out, especially it started off with the Relay for Life at the start of the weekend. Today, however, what are we looking at? A buildup of cloud cover as the day has gone on. We're at 38% with that humidity, and the winds have picked up a bit, gusting out of the east-southeast anywhere from 24 to 35 kilometers an hour. What we're looking at as we compare across the region, similar story in the Lakeland region, 19, however, so they've had some warmer temperatures there for today. The Battlefords started off sunny, but lots of cloud cover building up during the course of the afternoon, and those clouds are accompanied by 15 degrees Celsius.
An investigation is underway after someone allegedly attempted to abduct a young girl in Macklin Saturday night. Police say a 9-year-old girl was out walking her dog when she was grabbed by a man wearing a mask. The girl said she was able to push away from her attacker and run to safety. This incident is said to have occurred by the soccer fields in Macklin on Highway 14 near the Alberta-Saskatchewan border. Police remind parents to always know where their children are and not to let them walk alone in secluded areas. RCMP suggests teaching children not to talk to strangers and go and get help or into an unknown vehicle. They also recommend that parents know where their children are going and they're expected to be back and who they are with. Residents are also encouraged to report any suspicious people or behavior and contact them with any additional information. RCMP have arrested a 19-year-old man in connection with a stabbing that took place early Sunday morning in North Battleford. Early yesterday, police found a 25-year-old man with several life-threatening stab wounds. Dylan Paxman was arrested shortly after. He has been charged with assault and possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. RCMP say the victim is expected to make a full recovery. Long hours, early mornings, and heavy load. There's no doubt semi-trailer drivers work hard, and for some haulers, enough is enough. For the past 2 days, oil company employees were blocking Highway 17 north of Onion Lake. Lexi Dogan tells us more.
All right, fair enough.
And we're going to stay as long as it takes.
Some drivers were understanding and took an alternate route.
You're not just as much right. You're not. You're not. Yes, the G has just as much right.
But some, even fellow truckers, were frustrated by the blockade set up by operators and drivers hauling oil for Black Pearl, CNRL, and Husky.
We'll let anybody that's in there come out, and any local traffic, people that live up there, we'll let in.
The 29-kilometer stretch of highway was blocked because the owners and drivers say the rocky, dusty road is not safe.
We're concerned about everybody's safety. It's not only just the semis. There's local traffic that comes, and a big semi and dust, you can't see nothing.
The big rig drivers and owners say Onion Lake Council and oil company representatives were supposed to meet with them for talks Monday morning, but that did not happen. The road was watered and graded on the weekend, but the drivers say it isn't enough.
We don't want to see anybody die, but at the rate they're going, it is gonna happen, and we can prevent that.
Council supports their band members 100% in this. It's too bad it come down to this.
Fuel, labor, profit, and maintenance are also concerns for the protesters. Specifically, they want rates increased and a fuel discount.
We need the fuel to go down for us because we're paying the same price as you would at the pumps, and that ain't fair.
Pembroke says they've had these concerns for about 2 years. Lexi Dogan, Newcap News.
Onion Lake Council and oil officials met with drivers late this afternoon to resolve the issues. The road was reopened around 2:30 this afternoon. It's been in the works for years, and now the city of Lloydminster is finally getting a new RCMP detachment. The construction project was finalized last week with a bid of just over $13.8 million. Here now are the details of what the new station will mean for the border city.
Replacing the 31-year-old detachment has been a priority for quite some time. Well, ever since the election in 2009, we've had serious discussions, picked a location, and now here we are. So it's a pretty exciting time.
The project will be a huge undertaking, and construction on the building will begin shortly.
It's one of the largest construction projects for sure in recent memory. It's one more of those things that advances the city along a path of growth and economic prosperity, but it will bring RCMP people here to live, to bring their families. It'll also allow for some specialties to be brought here over time. We're pretty excited about that.
The new RCMP detachment will be located right across from City Hall. The large amount of real estate will allow for a bigger, more functional station.
We have a cell block that is 31 years old. We've got things like cameras that have to be in the cells now. So as we go into the new building, those things are all going to be there.
The additional workspace allows for the potential of added police services down the road.
With the kind of facility that the city is building, there's always room for, say, specialized teams that may be considered for Lloydminster in the future.
The city hopes the new detachment will be up and running in the summer of 2013. Alberta announced that many communities will be receiving funds to improve students' education. The money will either go towards building or modernizing schools throughout the province. As Clayton Brown explains, Lac La Biche will be benefiting from the announcement as they plan to build a new high school now.
It's a vision the Northern Lights School Division and County of Lac La Biche have been working on since plans to build the Bold Centre were in place. And now that vision has become reality as a high school will be added to the building.
We are going to build a new school here attached to the Bold Centre.
What better idea than to build a junior high school next to an existing facility that provides all the recreational facilities.
We are limited with some of our fine arts programs based on facility. This gives us some possibilities and some opportunity to expand those programs into some really neat environment or opportunities for these kids to show their stuff.
School officials say a lot of thought needs to go into the design, and they realize how important it is to get the students involved with those decisions.
The frontier of technology is in the hands of the students. And so if you want the technology to work, you're going to need to consult the students and the youth because they have the ideas, they have the technology in their hands, so we'll need to take their advice on where we're going with the next century of learning.
Hundreds of students, staff, and parents were in attendance, and county officials say that shows how much the new school means to the town.
There will be something here for everyone. Once the library will be open, and we'll also have the archery lanes here. So I just see this as a tremendous asset to the community.
The province hopes to have the project completed for the fall of 2014. In Lac La Biche, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
Some talented border city students will be heading across the country to take part in a competition in Quebec. We have that story coming up after the break.